question. Let me read you the actual test question. Are you ready? Actual test question. Which state of matter takes both the shape and the volume of its container? Okay, so this test hint is pretty revealing. And of our 3 common states of matter, which one would do that?
Liquid.
Shape and volume, both. Gas. The gas. The liquid takes the shape, but it doesn't take the whole volume. A gas will expand to fill up the whole volume. Alrighty. Number 8, give examples of compounds as opposed to mixtures or elements. So, here are some examples. Dilute orange juice, like watered down orange juice. Plain old tap water. Ocean water. And sand. Which of those is a compound?
Water.
Diluted orange juice, tap water, ocean water, and sand. The sand is only one thing. Now, one might make a claim for the tap water. If I had said pure water, then water would be classified as the compound as well. Tap water isn't because it has a lot of minerals and stuff dissolved in it.
Wait, wouldn't sand be a mixture?
No. Or you're right. Was a poor example. Silicon dioxide. Okay. That was a good point because I showed you examples of that as a mixture.
So compounds only one thing?
Compound is one thing, but it's not just an element.
Wait, is it homogeneous?
It's elements bonded. Compounds are homogeneous. Yes. 2 or more elements combined. Now, if I wrote down formulas, what would the formula for a compound look like? Are we with me over there?
Oh, like something, arrow.
Oh, not a whole equation. You're way ahead of me.
Something like
Like NaCl. Right? What is NaCl?
Salt.
Salt. Sodium chloride. NaCl. How about just Na by itself or Cl by itself? No, those are elements. How about NaCl in water? That's a mixture. Okay? So when we go back to the classification inquiry that you did, maybe we draw Na as triangles and Cl as circles. And they would be bonded in something like that. Or we'd have just Na by itself or just Cl by itself. Or, and I'm going to cheat a little bit on this one because it's not quite this simple, NaCl in water. I need more shapes. How am I going to do that? Squiggle and star, or a 2 as my water.
Wait, what?
And what do we have in between those in the inquiry activity? The and sign, right?
Something with an and.
Something with an and is a mixture if we're representing it by shapes or by chemical symbols.
And they're right next to each other.
If they're attached, it's a compound. Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so the first one's compound, the next 2 are elements, and then the other one's a
Mixture. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What if it was just like Na? Just kidding.
It would be. Yeah.
I thought that you said sand was heterogeneous.
Yeah, I said that was a poor example. I was thinking in my head silicon dioxide. Sand is a heterogeneous mixture. I should have come up with a better example for that. Alrighty. Number 10. Give examples of processes that involve physical changes. Physical changes. Water evaporating is a physical change.
Ice melting.
Ice melting is a physical change. We have evaporation.
Something.
Oh, look, the word vapor is in evaporation.
Yes.
Something that's usually a liquid or solid turning into a gas. Evaporation, melting,
Something.
hammering, maybe to reshape something, grinding,
Crushing.
breaking, crushing, slicing,
Disintegrating.
okay, melting, boiling, disintegrate. Those are all words that should trigger your mind. Oh, physical changes. Okay?
Go ahead.
Now, what are some words that would not be physical changes, they'd actually be chemical changes?
Fizzing.
Okay? Fizzing, because a gas is being produced.
Shining.
Bubbling, maybe it depends on if it's boiling or producing a gas by itself. So, you've got to be careful with that one. Rusting. Or
Wait, so like, what's the difference?
rusting or corroding, decomposing,
Putting off its own heat. Heating.
okay? Maybe releasing heat, releasing its own heat from reaction. And then what's the difference? Okay?
These things
We aren't changing, with this first set, we're not changing what the chemical structure really is. With the other one, we are. With the other ones, we are. If something rusts, if a piece of iron rusts or a piece of steel, we're turning that into iron oxide, a different compound. It's now bonded together. Okay, some of you are not paying attention. I need you up, awake, paying attention. What about an explosion? Which category does that fit in?
Chemical.
Chemical. Okay? Explosion, burning. All examples of chemical changes. Yep.
What's the difference between like a chemical change
Physical change does not change what the substance is. It just changes the form it's in. In a chemical change, we have changed the original substance into something new, either by breaking it up or combining it with something else. Okay. Now, I have to say on this test, as a big caution, people come in and they get it, because it really boils down to the difference between chemical and physical. That's the main part of the test. But they get very frustrated, especially when they see results, because everybody thinks they did great on the test, and then all of a sudden grades are terrible. Because you're going to be going through a lot of questions that are kind of going, okay, what's chemical here, what's physical? Which of these is not chemical? Which of these is not physical? And you know the difference, but because you see this similar question over and over with similar answer choices, people start getting it backwards. And it is incredibly frustrating. So you need to take your time when you're going through the test, even though it's going to be pretty obvious to you as you take it. Take your time and read all those answer choices carefully so that you're really understanding what the question is asking. Through many of these questions, we underlined key words. Like if the question's about physical change, we underlined physical. So you should be looking for physical things in the answer choice. Or if we're asking you about a compound, we underline compound. So if you see elements and mixtures listed, you could ignore those in the answer choices and look for compound. Alrighty, number 11, give examples of mixtures as opposed to elements and compounds. So, elements and compounds go by another name. Together they're called pure substances. Okay? And you need to know for this question that mixtures are not pure substances. Mixtures are combinations of things. Okay? Is air a pure substance?
Yeah.
No,
No.
not at all. Air is a mixture. Nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water. water vapor,